How's it going, everybody? It's iGuitar2744 in front of the camera here today. I don't know why, but I just am. Today I'm going to be talking about a video in which has really nothing to do with iOS devices. They have an app, but that's about it. Anyway, so basically, MySpace. Not a lot of people think highly of MySpace. A lot of people are like, hey, that's old. The design sucks. They really screwed over their users. Nobody uses it anymore, and in all reality, there are a few people who actually use the website. And I actually signed in about a month ago for like the first time in like 2 years. It was kind of weird, but there were a lot of differences, changes. They changed a lot up, and I really just didn't like what they made MySpace. But now they said, you know what? We get that a lot of people don't like it, so we're gonna switch it all up. And I really heard about this and I was like, here goes MySpace once again. It's going to be a big mess. They're going to try to compete with Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, and it's just not going to work out. And then I went to the website, looked at it, and it looked pretty cool. It's called new.myspace.com, and I'm actually surprised I'm even talking about this right now, but I feel like I should because it hasn't really received a ton of coverage, and I think it needs more because I want to give MySpace another shot. Holy crap, I said that. Yes, I did. MySpace needs another shot. I think so, because with this new design especially, I think it looks really good. It's an invite only right now, which is kind of weird, but if you go to new.myspace.com, you can type in your email address, and more than likely they will send you an invite because it says expect an invite very soon, and I wouldn't be surprised if I already have one, or if they'll send me one very, very soon, because it's kind of weird that it's an invite only thing. But anyway, MySpace has always had that belief where they said empowering people to express themselves however they want. And they do a good job of that, I think, because of the fact that it's a really strong website for musicians, photographers, filmmakers, designers, people like that, and fans of those independent musicians, photographers, filmmakers, and designers. If you like those independent people, MySpace is a really good place to go. It's not like Facebook anymore, I want to say. It's really different. They're kind of taking a different way or path than what Facebook, MySpace, or Facebook, Google+, and Twitter are doing right now. And I think it's kind of cool. Plus, the new design looks amazing. It's got kind of a tiled layout. It's still got the music player at the bottom, which the music player was one of my favorite old things about MySpace before, right when I started using MySpace. It was actually my first social network. Back, I was like 13 years old, I think. And right now I'm 17, and I kind of had to leave MySpace because, not because I wanted to, but because everybody else went to Facebook, and, you know, it's a social network, so if everybody goes to one social network, you kind of have to follow in order to still socialize because nobody else is on that network. There are a few friends that I have that still log into their MySpace because I recently logged into mine and they evidently got on it. I don't know why, but they redid the whole design and it looks awesome. It looks a lot more smooth, tiled layout. It's still centered around musicians, photographers, all these independent developers and stuff like that, which is really cool and something that I really do enjoy about MySpace. It was one of those things that made it a lot different compared to Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. I think social networks have really changed over the past few years, and I think MySpace kind of got screwed over, and I feel like giving them another chance, and this is why I'm making the video. Hopefully you might give them another chance, I don't know. But I recently logged in because I actually was following a few independent musicians, and they linked me to their Facebook or MySpace pages, and it was a really nice setup. They still had all their music on there, and it's a really good place for independent musicians and filmmakers and stuff like that. So like I said, I do plan on actually giving it a try. Once I get a hold of this new UI, I'm going to try it. I'm going to admit that. I'm probably not going to use it a lot. It just depends, because if a lot of people don't use it, it's kind of hard to continue using. That's the problem that MySpace is currently in, because a lot of people switch over to Facebook, and now since everybody's using Facebook, and that's like the #1 social network, or Facebook, or Twitter I should say, they're not so much competing with Twitter rather than Google+ and Facebook. And a big problem with that is that everybody's on that social network, so it's kind of hard to get people to join another social network, because why have more than one? Twitter and Facebook are different enough that lots of people have a Twitter and lots of people have a Facebook because they're so different. Twitter is by far more simple, and I think Twitter is the best social network for me so far. I'm not a big fan of Google+, because Google+, the only reason I don't use it is because YouTube, or Google I should say, because Google bought YouTube, they're always trying to force you onto Google+, and I just don't use it because of that very reason. I've considered it, but they always continuously send me messages and crap on my YouTube, and it gets really annoying. So I said, no, no Google Plus for me. I'm not going to use it because I already got Facebook and more people are already on Facebook. But I'm not a big fan of Facebook either. I really don't like the way Facebook works. I think it's really messed up right now, and I'm interested in trying MySpace. But like I said, MySpace looks so different now, and it's more based on the musicians, photographers, filmmakers, designers, and people who are independent artists and stuff like that. That I think that there is a way that MySpace can fit in this. It's possible. I don't know. They might keep on screwing up. Right now they have a really bad rep with tons of people. Lots of people just think MySpace sucks and it has no chance. They try and try and try and try. They've tried multiple times, but believe it or not, this used to be at one time, like when I was 12 years old, the #1 social network. And then MySpace came along and they just completely lost it. And all their users pretty much went to MySpace, or Facebook, I apologize, I get too mixed up. But I'm really interested in trying it out because the new UI looks awesome. I know this had nothing to do with iOS, but I felt like doing a video on it because I feel as though it's important to mention it because not a lot of people were talking about it. I didn't see a lot of videos in my sub box or anything, and I'm subscribed to like every tech YouTuber underneath the sun, and I saw like nothing. I saw the MKBHD. I saw him do a video on it, but that's about it. And I recently saw this on a musician's channel that I follow on YouTube. They were mentioning it and how it's awesome and how they plan on using it because it's really good with the whole musician thing. It works well with musicians. It has the music player. You can buy songs right on there. You can click direct links to buy the songs. And it looks really like an awesome website now, so I'm interested in trying it. I'm not saying that I'm going to go switch to MySpace because it's a different website compared to Facebook and Twitter. It appears to be a different website. So I want to try it, at least give it a try, and if I like it because of the smooth design and how it works and the fact that I can follow musicians, photographers, filmmakers, and designers much easier, I should say, I plan on using it, possibly. Thanks again for watching, everybody. This is Ike 2744.